Hmm. Good morning. It is still morning. Welcome to the show. Oh, my level's a little hot. Coming in a little hot. Coming in hot. There we go. All right. So, like I said, welcome to the program. It is the Livin Life and Style Daily Travel Update for March 26, 2025. 2025. Yeah, that's the year. It's been that way for now 3 months. So I should know the year by now. That's okay. But welcome to the program. Glad to have you join us today. This program is brought to you by, of course, Livin Life and Style Travel. That is the travel agency. They are a full-service travel agency. You can reach out to them for any of your travel needs, everything from personal, leisure, vacation travel, including groups, and also including business travel as well. Whatever your needs may be to get around the country and the globe, they can help you out. You can reach them at 816-744-1405. That's 816-744-1405. You can also find them on the web at I screwed up. I'm not supposed to say the www part anymore. So you can find them at livinlifeandstyle.com. That's livinlifestyle.com. Also, please hit the subscribe, like the video, share the video, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, all of those good things, and share the information with your friends so that they too can get their daily travel update. That way everybody knows what they want to do. You know, like kind of helps percolate the mind, keep them thinking about fun stuff to do, gives you something to look forward to, right? All right. Well, something to look forward to right now is apparently spring break. It is that time of the year. I don't know how many spring breaks may have already happened. My son's spring break has not yet happened. That comes up, I believe, after next week. We have our spring break. I think. I never paid close enough of attention to the school calendar. I just, I get usually about a day to a day and a half's notice. And that's about it. So, I mean, I actually get more than a day to a day and a half's notice. But a lot of the times I forget until I get that reminder right before it's time. So, like this week, I got the reminder that we have a field trip here in Kansas City. We're going to the American Jazz Museum and the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum this Friday. I'm really excited about that. My son is a huge baseball fan, and I gotta say, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum is one of the most. It's kind of just. It shouldn't be a hidden gem. It's definitely a gem. I don't find it to be hidden, but I'm also an avid baseball fan. I bet there's a lot of people who don't realize that is right here in the heart of our community. And it is a fantastic museum. I highly recommend everybody. I haven't actually done the Jazz Museum, so I'm excited about doing that part this time around. They're both in the same building. And the times I've gone, I always ended up going to the baseball museum because I'm a baseball guy. But I'm really excited about getting to check out the Jazz Museum this time, and then we'll also do the baseball museum. So it'll be a fun day on Friday. Also, that means that it'll probably be a rerun on Friday. because obviously I will not be here to do the show. So moving on, time to dig in because I do need to plow through it today. I do have the Livin Life and Style Business Roundtable coming up at noon, where we have a group of, well, right now they're all local. They're local to me here in the Kansas City area, but they're small business owners who, and we get together and just kind of discuss what's going on in our businesses, what kind of successes we're having, what challenges we're seeing in the business environment, and what kind of ideas we have to tackle those challenges. And sometimes we just like to go off on tangents and just be some guys and some gals who like to talk about some fun stuff and other things that interest us as well, because, yes, we're entrepreneurs, but we know what else we are. We're humans, and we have interests and we have things we like to talk about. So it's mostly to be a social gathering centered around our business endeavors. So join us for that. That comes up at noon. It's on a separate stream. So, when this stream ends, you'll have to pick up the other stream afterwards. So that's the plan. I actually have an idea that, and it's not going to happen right away, but it might be happening over the next month or so, that I'm going to start having like interviews. And so I'll do the daily travel update, and then immediately following that, and maybe just keep it as one continuous stream, but then that's going to end up being like a 2-hour stream. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. So that's the plan, or at least the rough plan. Let's get into it today. We're talking about spring break. Like I said, spring break apparently is getting pricey. So this is from the Rob Report, Abby Montanez reporting that spring break travel prices have hit a record high this year. Trip fares are now double what they were in 2019. That is crazy. If you thought spring break, Abby right? Abby Montanez? Yeah. Abby Montanez writes, if you thought spring break was all about getting away on a budget, think again. Spring break travel in 2025 is shaping up to be the most expensive in recent history, with average trips during the break period in March during the peak period in March, now costing a whopping $8,306. Holy cow. Bloomberg reported. This hefty price tag is more than double what travelers spent in 2019 and is 26% higher than last year, according to data from travel insurer Squaremouth. The platform analyzed 6,000 trip values from February 20th to April 15th, 2025, and surveyed 8,000 U.S. travelers. The findings show that 40% of those planning trips are fulfilling lofty travel dreams, which is likely contributing to the rising costs. For example, popular destinations like Italy and Japan have seen significant growth this year, with the latter emerging as a surprising favorite. Yeah, no, I've actually gotten a ridiculous, I shouldn't say ridiculous, a real increase in people who are interested in Japan. Just general inquiries. It's kind of interesting. Japan saw a record 36.9 million international visitors in 2024, including 2.7 million Americans, a surge of 58% since 2019. This spike is partly fueled by favorable exchange rates, although the popularity of country may be pushing overall spring break prices higher, with the average insured trip to Japan now costing nearly $10,000. That's a lot of coin. That is a lot of coin. Italy and Japan are among the top destinations for spring break this year. It just seems like a long ways to go for spring break, right? Italy and Japan. I mean, back when I was in college, which was an entire freaking other millennium, different century, different millennium, the whole 9 yards. I mean, spring break was about, the college students being able to get to a place where there were other college students at an affordable cost. It was a road trip sort of deal. We weren't getting flights. We were going to the closest beach, and sometimes that just meant Lake of the Ozarks here in Missouri, man. Or obviously South Padre Island. What was the name of that place? There's that Lake Havasu in Arizona were always popular destinations. Obviously, Florida. You had Jacksonville and Bike Week right before the Daytona 500 week. So there were like all kinds of things. There were road trippable. And to make it affordable, everybody got one hotel room or two hotel rooms for like 8 people. That's what spring break used to be. $10,000 to go on spring break, man. I don't know these people. Didn't know those people. Maybe I should have known those people. Classic warm weather spots like Mexico, the Bahamas, and the Dominican Republic continue to draw large crowds. Hotel prices in these regions have surged dramatically. Let's hear where it has surged dramatically since 2019. In the Bahamas, the average cost of a luxury hotel room during spring break has increased 58%, reaching $623.75 per night. For those booking now, expect to pay $1,049 per night for a 5-star hotel between March 12th and 21st. Similarly, in the Dominican Republic, hotel prices have jumped 67%, with current rates averaging $587 per night. The DR has become a hugely popular destination. One of the reasons it became so popular is because the costs, for resorts was so affordable. It was, possibly the most affordable resorts in the entire Caribbean. But as that popularity grows and that demand grows in those popular locations, those prices are going to go up. That's just how it works, man. Those prices are going to go up as destinations become more popular and supply becomes limited. That's how the whole industry works. While hotel costs are climbing, airfares for domestic flights have only seen a modest increase of 4% compared to 2024. Averaging around $280. International flights to the Caribbean and Mexico are also slightly higher, hovering around the mid 400s, a 3% rise from last year. For those looking to cut costs or ditch the crowds, steering clear of the most popular destinations might be the way to go. Alternatives like Barbados, where flights from New York are starting at $245, and San Diego, with cross-country fares under $200, are gaining attention. Belize City and Asheville, North Carolina are also being touted as underrated options this spring break. Best to get planning your getaway then. That's basically what it amounts to. Thank you, Abby, for such a great report from the Rob Report. But yes, the idea is that you need to get planning. If you haven't gotten your, spring break, there's only probably a couple more weeks where we're going to be doing spring break anyway. Easter's just around the corner. So something to keep in mind if that is what you want to do. All right, I got this, and I was like, okay, we've all heard of the Alaskan cruise. I saw this report that I'm about to bring up here in just a second. But we've all seen the Alaskan cruise, right? We're familiar with that concept. I didn't even know they were doing cruises to this destination, but apparently they have. Not only are they doing cruises to this destination, they have new shore excursions at this destination as well. And that destination I am talking about that's right, Greenland, baby. Greenland is what I'm talking about. So Azamara unveils their new shore excursions for first ever Greenland voyages. There we go. Greenland. This from our buddy, Greg Schillinglaw, always dropping the wisdom in the industry from the Insider Travel Report. We appreciate you, Greg. He posted this earlier today. Azamara Cruises is charting new territory and doing it with a local touch. The destination-focused cruise line, known for its destination immersion experiences and extended destination days, has unveiled a slate of immersive shore excursions in Greenland ahead of its maiden voyage there in July of 2025. Developed in collaboration with local communities, new programming intends to offer travelers an authentic look at Greenland's natural beauty and cultural richness. Guests will have the chance to explore the Arctic landscape through backcountry hikes, sample traditional superfoods like Arctic char and matak, and connect with locals through guided tours and storytelling sessions. Azamara's commitment to locally driven experiences reflects its destination or dedication to meaningful travel, allowing guests to engage with Greenland's unique culture while supporting its local communities, Azamara said. Among the new offerings, which intend to take travelers beyond the typical tourist attractions, oh boy, here comes some words. I'm going to do my best. I'm probably going to fail miserably, but we'll just kind of see how that goes. Starting off with, hold on. I got people blowing me up and stuff. I want to make sure nothing important, super important is happening. All right. Kakartok Town Walk. That's what I'm calling it. I'm going with Kakartok. Could be Kwakwartok. I don't know. I have no idea. Who puts Q's? What is this? Who puts Q's like this? Who does this? What language? It's probably Dutch. Kwakwartok Town Walk, a guided tour through one of Greenland's most picturesque towns. Apparently, Kwakwartok is one of Greenland's most picturesque towns, with stops at historical landmarks, including the community's old fountain and stone and man sculptures. The walk offers a window into life in southern Greenland. A UTV mountain tour, an off-road journey through Nook's rugged terrain featuring visits to Anasisita. Oh my goodness. Okolufia, the wooden church. We couldn't just say the wooden church. Oh my goodness. And the Colonial Harbor. The excursion wraps up with a traditional fish soup tasting at Inuk Hostel's Cafe. Okay, just for the record, I hate fish. I am not a seafood person. My wife is, always a little disappointed by that because she loves seafood. Just so you know, I will go to a seafood restaurant anytime because they obviously have other things besides seafood there. But my wife just, she feels like she shouldn't go. I always encourage her to do so. Point being is I don't like fish. That's okay. Funny story is, though, if I went on this mountain tour and we were doing a fish soup tasting, I would likely hate it, but I would definitely try it. Just want to point that out. Because when you're going on these sorts of expeditions, it's always important to try the stuff. Then you can just be like, "Oh no, that was awful," or "That was surprisingly good," which was my response when I had ceviche in Puerto Vallarta. I thought it was going to be gross. It was fish, and it even didn't necessarily look all that appealing. My wife was not down with it as the seafood person. And not only did I eat all of mine, I ate all of hers too because it was good. That's why you try it, though. There's also a food tasting and storytelling, a scenic backcountry hike near Nook, paired with tastings of seasonal Greenlandic superfoods and cultural storytelling focused on the region's culinary traditions. And then Sisamute, I don't know if that's right, but the Sisamute Viewpoint Hike, a trek showcasing Sisamute's dramatic mountain scenery, including a visit to the historic Hunters Quarter, known for its distinctive duplex houses. Azamara's Greenland itineraries promise a chance to experience a destination that is both rapidly evolving and still largely untouched by mass tourism. From dog sledding and coastal village visits to the surreal glow of the midnight sun that brings 24 hours of daylight in the summer, Greenland offers travelers a mix of both adventure and authenticity. Upcoming voyages include the 15-night Greenland, Newfoundland, and Quebec voyage, which departs on July 21st of this year. 15-night Quebec, Greenland, and Iceland voyage on August 5th of this year, and a 30-night Path of the Vikings, Scandinavia, Iceland, Greenland, and Quebec voyage on July 27th of 2026. That's next year. For more information on Azamara's Greenland voyages and immersive shore excursions, visit azamara.com. You can also speak with a travel advisor from Livin, Life, and Style Travel. You can reach them at 816-744-1405. That's 816-744-1405. You can find them on the web at livinlifeandstyle.com. Moving on to the next story on the docket. This one is also interesting. Spain, Portugal, Iceland, Greece, and the Mediterranean are ready to welcome the Sky Princess as it embarks on a thrilling 2025 season of exclusive cruises sailing out of Southampton. Southampton, for those who don't know, is London. That's Tower Bridge right there in the background, Tower Bridge, right? So if you're sailing out of London, you're sailing out of Southampton. Almost always. There might be another one I'm not familiar with, but Southampton is the one I always see. So, Sky Princess. Oh, let's see. Who's this brought to us? Oh, no, it's just brought to us by Travel and Tour World. We don't have an. Oh, let's go look at the bottom. Maybe it says at the bottom. No, it does not say at the bottom. So, it's just Travel and Tour World. This is from today. Sky Princess arrives in Europe to begin its 2025 season, offering unforgettable cruises to Spain, Portugal, Iceland, Greece, and the Mediterranean from Southampton. The Sky Princess has arrived in Europe ready to begin its summer season, offering cruises departing from Southampton, England. After leaving Fort Lauderdale earlier this month, the ship arrived at its new home port on March 24th, 2025. That was just on, what was that? Was that Monday? No. Yeah, Monday. Yeah, Monday. It arrived on Monday. During its journey to the United Kingdom, the vessel embarked on a 15-night repositioning cruise with stops in Portugal, Spain, and Morocco. Now, the Sky Princess is set to offer a variety of cruises to the Canary Islands, Northern Europe, Iceland, and the Mediterranean, all departing from the United Kingdom. For its first sailing of the season, the ship will embark on a 12-night cruise to the Canaries, visiting ports in Spain and Portugal, including Vigo, Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Funchal, and Lisbon. Additionally, the Sky Princess will offer 7-night cruises to Western Europe and week-long trips to the Western Mediterranean, along with longer voyages to the Baltic, Iceland, and the Eastern Mediterranean. The season, which runs through early November, features a 31-night cruise to the Eastern Mediterranean and Greek islands, departing from Southampton in September and visiting 17 destinations. What a trip. The Sky Princess will return to North America in late November for winter cruises to the Caribbean and the Bahamas, departing from Port Canaveral. Princess Cruises 2025 season in Europe will feature 6 ships from 6 departure ports, visiting over 30 countries. The new Star Princess, currently under construction in Italy, will debut in the Mediterranean in September. Also sailing in the region is the Majestic Princess, which returned to Europe in March after an 8-year absence, and the Sun Princess, which after its inaugural Mediterranean season in 2024, will return to the region. There you go. Princess has a lot of cool stuff going on in Europe coming out of Southampton, as well as other ports. So keep an eye out for that. Princess has some fantastic promotions, and they also have a really fantastic all-inclusive plan, an all-inclusive package that basically their all-inclusive thing, You pay like it's like $60 a day per person per day to get your Wi-Fi, get a drink package. It includes some specialty dinners and some other things like fitness classes. I'm not a princess specialist, so I don't know all the deets, but I just saw them yesterday. And then you can upgrade to Princess Premier instead of Princess Plus. Princess Plus is the all-inclusive, but Princess Premier is the ultimate all-inclusive, where you have unlimited dining at the specialty restaurants, which is basically the same as Virgin Voyages. And then you have the premium drink package, you have the premium Wi-Fi package, so you can do streaming and all the rest. I have got to get my Princess Cruises specialty done here soon. It would be a really good time to do it here real soon. All right. I only got one more to go. We're almost down to the bottom of the hour. So, but like I said, I needed to push through it today because I've got the business roundtable coming up at the top of the hour. Once again, if you'd like to join us, feel free. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get all the updates on when we are going live. So, our final story, I always kind of like to leave our final story for something that just looks exceptionally fun and isn't so newsy. It's just more informational. And so here we are from islands.com, a great resource especially for inspiration. You know, if you're trying to I want to do something, but what do I want to do? I'm always finding cool stuff on here that I want. I don't have time to do all the stuff that I find on here, but I want to do the stuff that I find on here. It's a great site. This travel guide on hotels and resorts is by Kira Rinke. She posted this earlier this morning. An iconic Waikiki resort offers oceanfront dining and sunset hula shows for a true taste of paradise. So, what does Kira writes? Cocoon. Hold on, let's get a little more look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Don't you just want to be there? I mean, I love the Caribbean, and it's always like my default, but Hawaii is going to have to happen at some point. I mean, it is oftentimes considered the most beautiful place in the world, so I definitely think a trip is in my future. Cocooned amidst the high rises of Waikiki Beach, one of the most famous beaches in the world, lies Honolulu's most luxurious hotel, the Halekulani. I think I said that right, actually. With a history of hospitality that dates to the late 19th century, is a grand hotel with over 450 rooms and suites. However, despite that, its ethos of serenity is never lost. The hotel's lush grounds sprawl across 5 ocean-facing acres, all beautifully landscaped with tropical palms and flowers. In the center is the pied de resistance. There you go. In the center is the pied de resistance, an inviting oval-shaped swimming pool decorated with an enormous orchid mosaic. Guests will also have access to Gray's Beach, a secluded, secret beach with a more intimate vibe. Even for travelers not staying at the hotel, I'm going to have to, I can't just let it just doesn't roll out of my mouth. So I'm going to have to practice it and say it multiple times each time I come across it in this reading, but hey, whatever. The Halekulani's restaurants are must-visit Honolulu dining institutions. From the alfresco House Without a Key, with its dinnertime hula performances, to La Mer's acclaimed French cuisine. La Mer's, acclaimed French cuisine. After a day of exploring Honolulu's incredible attractions, many of which are complimentary for Halekulani guests, relax at the hotel spa or admire the in-house Hawaiian art collection. A stay at Halekulani, which means house befitting heaven. That makes sense. Halekulani. a house befitting heaven. In Hawaiian, yeah, that's what it means in Hawaiian, house befitting heaven. Yeah, I should like read the whole sentence before I comment, but sometimes it just happens that way. It is infused with Hawaii's beloved aloha spirit and promises a blissful oasis in the heart of Waikiki. Halekulani is located toward the western end of Waikiki Beach, about a 20-minute drive from Honolulu's Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. Honolulu is a true year-round destination, but the best time to visit for prime beach weather is the dry summer season between May and September, when temperatures hover around 80 degrees Fahrenheit and rainfall is scarce. I can't imagine why it's often considered the most beautiful place in the world. I mean, look at this place, dude. Are you kidding me? Staying and dining at Halekulani in Waikiki. Halekulani's 453 rooms and suites are soothing and chic, designed in a palette of white punctuated by ocean-inspired blues. Floor-to-ceiling windows frame spectacular views of the dramatic Diamond Head State Monument, the prominent natural massive rising above the glistening Pacific Ocean. The top accommodations at the hotel are the premier suites, with amenities like wraparound balconies and spa-inspired bathrooms. The Halekulani suite, which was masterminded by fashion designer Vera Wang, boasts nearly 3,000 square feet of space and breathtaking vistas of Waikiki Beach and Diamond Head from a spacious private balcony. 3,000 square feet in this place? Oh my Lord. That's probably like half my year's mortgage. Is how much that probably costs for a week. 3,000 square feet is like twice the size of my house. It's insane. The dining offerings at Halekulani are some of the best in Honolulu. Don't miss a meal at the oceanfront House Without a Key. This restaurant was named after the 1925 mystery novel by the same name by Earl Durr Biggers, for whom the Earl's Pool Bar is also named. The best time to dine here is between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. when live music and hula dancing performances take place as the sun sets over Waikiki. The nightly Hawaiian music and show on the grounds in front of the hua tree was blissful, raved a TripAdvisor reviewer. Quote, "This place where you feel off the Waikiki grid and find pure peace to recharge," end quote. The menu features a Hawaiian poke bar, steamed local catch, and brick oven pizzas, alongside the famed Halekulani Mai Tai. For a more formal experience, book a table at La Mer, an elegant French restaurant with a multi-course tasting menu. For Italian-inspired dishes, try the more casual Orchids, which is open for all-day dining and is especially famous for its bountiful Sunday brunch. What to do at Halekulani and in Honolulu? I don't know. I'm thinking probably just enjoy. That's what I think. What a view. That is beautiful. Guests at Halekulani have the best of Honolulu at their fingertips, from adventurous pursuits to cultural immersion. To start, Halekulani is one of the hotels with the most luxurious pools in the world. Delicious tropical drinks and snacks are served poolside with the backdrop of endless ocean views. While the hotel faces a small beach, the wider sands of Waikiki are just steps away during longer beach strolls. The hotel's concierge can also arrange activities such as surfing and stand-up paddling lessons on the beach. Active-minded travelers can use the fitness center, while the refreshing spa Halekulani entices visitors with a full menu of relaxing treatments. History buffs and culture aficionados will be thrilled with Halekulani's For You Everything program, which offers complimentary admission to many of Honolulu's top historic sites and museums. For those interested in Hawaii's royal history, a tour of Iolani Palace, the country's only royal residence, is a must, and art lovers can view the incredible collection at the Honolulu Museum of Art or the Shangri-La Museum of Islamic Art, Culture, and Design, housed in the former estate of heiress Doris Duke. For guests who want to explore Oahu beyond Waikiki Beach, the Halekulani has a fleet of Tesla rentals for road trips around the island. Cruise up to the iconic North Shore, known for its legendary surf breaks and charming beach towns, or head to the East Coast to Lanikai Beach, one of the only beaches in America consistently voted as a world's best. There you go, guys. Yeah, if you did not know already, Hawaii is awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. So that will wrap it up for the Livin Life and Style daily travel update for March 26th, 2024. I appreciate anybody for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on the channel so that you know every time I'm going live with your next daily travel update. I will be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I will be back here in about 15 minutes, actually more like 25 minutes, with the Livin Life and Style Business Roundtable. So I hope you join me there. Once again, my name is Eric Tiemann. This show is brought to you by Livin Life and Style Travel. They are a full-service travel agency helping you with everything from personal, leisure, vacation travel, including groups and business travel. Give them a call at 816-744-1405. That's 816-744-1405. You can also find them on the web at livinlifeandstyle.com. That is spelled LIVINLIFENSTYLE.com. All right, guys, have a great afternoon. Pick me up on the next live stream on the channel. Starts at noon. I don't know who's going to be there. It's always a mystery who's going to show up. Zach usually shows up. Ruffles does a pretty good job of showing up when he can. And Mike has been there, but he's been real busy lately. So we'll see if Mike can make it today. See if the other Mike figured out his tech problems and maybe he can join us. That would be fun. Anyway, we'll see who hops on. Sandy might be back. She was feeling ill last week, so we'll just have to see. That's what makes it fun. So anyway, that's the plan. I will see you here in about 20 minutes. So have a great afternoon. And if I don't see you in 20 minutes, I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the next Livin Life and Style daily travel update. Have a great day, guys.